free time. I'm here with you, free. So as many of you know, next month is Endometriosis Awareness Month. And it's a huge month for me, and not just me, but for all of the women that suffer with endo, and even for the women that suffer with any kind of issues with their, with like whether it's PCOS or any of them, fibroids, cysts, you name it. Really, it's just advocating for everybody that needs to be addressed, and we need more awareness. We need more doctors. And I also realized, while thinking about next month, I realized that it's been a while since I've talked about my fertility journey. I brought you on the journey with my teeth, which is really cool because I saw the surgeon that I'm going to have this done. He's going to be the surgeon that does it for me. We're starting the process. Basically, it started now, but it really starts next week when I get the braces on. The top teeth first, bottom teeth later. So a lot of stuff is happening. And I realized that with all that stuff happening, I just haven't talked about fertility in so long. And I know that many of you know my path so far. You know that I wanted to try to go about fertility naturally. And there's many things that I've been doing. As you know, I have a therapist to work on my mental health. I had a physical trainer to work on my fitness, but recently, with everything going on with the teeth and such, I haven't had time to do the fitness side of things. But don't worry, we're going to get back into that soon. Plus, I have my husband, and he loves adventuring, so there's always something that can help in the meantime for that physical fitness aspect. And then I think I told everyone that I had a woman come in and do Reiki on me, and it was a really cool experience, actually. And I don't know if I ever followed up on that, but basically she came in, we did it over Zoom because she's on the East Coast, I'm over here on the West Coast. And she just went through, she has this cool technique that she created herself. I mean, there's a lot of people that do Reiki. I'm trying to think of the word. It's so ridiculous that I can't think of the word for the whole system. Okay, well, anyway, she did Reiki on my ovaries and the whole system here. I do not know why the word can't come to me. And it's a really cool experience because she created her own way of basically on different parts of what she would work on it, and she'd pull out the negative stuff, and then after, would pray to the angels to bring in the good. And I know not a lot of people are believers of this, but truly, like I said, I've been open to different holistic ways to get pregnant. And so I had that done, and I want to say that as far as my periods have gone, that they have not been as painful, but they're painful, you know what I mean? But I will say, since she did that, there is a little bit of that pain off. Now, I'm still using my heating pads, I'm still using, the ibuprofen, but overall, it really did help with that. And then, what else have I done? There's so many things that I've done for fertility. Oh, working on my mindset, because mindset is so huge to have going in a good way. I mean, it's not always going to be easy, especially when you're looking around and seeing everybody's getting pregnant. You're not. Why is this happening? But I realized that my mindset could be very toxic, and it would spiral downhill. And a lot of people say that's why when you get to I notice a lot of people like to use the saying like, well, just relax. You need to just calm down. You just need to, what they mean by that is that when you're focusing solely on getting pregnant and solely on that one thing that you want, sometimes you get lost in it. And there were times that I did get lost in it, but I think there were also times that I didn't realize how much affected my body and my system. I didn't realize that the trauma that was undealt with at the time, that I ignored, was still creating chaos in my body. I didn't realize that years back when I was not sure what was wrong with me, I thought I had Crohn's or something with the colon. Like I wanted a colonoscopy at the time because my bowels, like I had so many issues with that. Had to go to gastro doctor. They refused to give me a colonoscopy, but it felt like anything that I ate just went through me. And it's not, I'm sorry that that's so TMI, but it is just crazy how much trauma and stuff can affect our systems as well. And so I knew that I needed to start working on my mind. And I did. I've gone to therapy. I found ways to forgive situations. I found ways to heal where I was trying not to look at or didn't want to see. The eating disorder, I say the eating disorder because I don't want to be defined by that term. I feel like this year, well, really, the end of last year, that really needed to be addressed. And I knew that it was affecting me, and I knew that I was making decisions based off of a worry, and based off because it was something I could control, or I felt that I could. Restriction is the word. It just realized that all these factors have played a role in my personal fertility journey. And I'm not saying that this is for everybody because all of our bodies are different. Everything that we go through with our bodies is not the same. So when I say this, I'm speaking from myself and from what I have encountered with my body. But I cannot speak for others. And I'm not saying that you're going to be a fertile myrtle if you follow everything I say, because that's not necessarily true either. I have a lot of years of hard work that didn't give, like nothing came out of it when it came to fertility. So I'm not coming in and saying, oh, well, this is the way, this is how it works. But what I am saying is that with this fertility journey, it's been one hell of a ride. I've done a lot of stuff. And in some ways, I've seen progress. I don't want to say that I haven't seen progress, because there are things in my life that I'm seeing that needed change that I didn't realize needed change. And with next month being Endometriosis Awareness Month, I just have been thinking, like I need to talk about fertility, talk about endometriosis, and share my experiences, because that's what I wanted to do from the very beginning of making this podcast. And so, yeah, I mean, right now, where do I stand? Well, I don't know yet. We're going to see. But at this point in time, I'm still working on my mental health. I'm especially working on my diet. And when I say diet, I should really mean the word nutrition. Because what I've learned with the eating disorder is that a diet sounds so restrictive. The term diet sounds restrictive. But nutrition, which my therapist would say, nutrition is so important. because not only does it build your body up to help organs work properly and to help your body function, it's also to help your body be that vessel if you want to be a mother. And these are things that, if you were to tell me this years ago, I would have been like, no, because sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to think like that. Sometimes you see that scale move up, and for a lot of you, you're gonna be like, what are you talking about? But unfortunately, that is the fear of, you know, of that process. So there's so many things I realized that I need to work on, and I need to continue to work on, to not only be healthy to have a baby, but to be healthy for myself. Because one thing that I've always said on this podcast multiple times is that you cannot pour from an empty cup and expect that that's going to be enough. Like, you know, especially, I mean, I've watched many beautiful, amazing women become mothers, and it's sad how moms are seen as quote unquote just a mom, because there's so much more in depth than that. There's so much energy, even for some that they don't have the energy, that they're giving out of themselves and pouring into their family. And it's sad that sometimes we don't recognize that enough. So with that being said, there's so many things that I've realized that I was not doing well with back when I first started trying for a child. So my fertility journey is still going forward. I'm still just focusing on making sure that I am healthy so that I can bring in a healthy baby, or at least a try, because we truly know, unfortunately, it's not like a guarantee, but it's definitely a hope. And I feel like with everything coming up, I really need to bring this back to you guys and let you know where I stood, because I realized it's been so long since I've talked about it. But it's just been a whirlwind of change. I feel like 2022 came in hot. It was like bam, 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 bam. Then I got sick. It was like bam. The teeth are here now. Well, not that my teeth are here. They've been here, but now we're working on the process of getting these teeth going, and getting them situated. And I had a really good meeting about that today with the surgeon, and I'm just praying and hoping that everything works out with that. And then next month, I forgot to even mention this, but Jeremy, myself, and our friends will be going to Hawaii, which I think is going to be a really nice, just a nice moment to be together, a nice moment to really have a calm down, because at work, with my teeth, all this stuff happening, it's just been bam, bam, bam. So I'm really excited for a calm, fun time. And Hawaii is just, got so much meaning there, and beauty there. So I'm very excited for that. I know I always go on a tangent, but I always think of it like I'm talking to my friends. And if you are my friend, which I would say you all are, you know that I hop from subject to subject to subject. But I appreciate you all so much for following my journey on my path to teeth, my path to baby, and the path of life. and finding my power, getting my voice. It's been so incredible having you all be part of my life and really be mentors, cheerleaders, and supporters. Like, it's huge. So thank you so much for that. And what I guess the affirmation I'd like to leave on, I don't know, we need to do something like relaxing because that's what I need right now. I know. So I don't know if this is necessarily an affirmation, but today I saw on somebody's Facebook timeline this really cute meme, and it was of a little bee, and it talks about how bees are really hard workers, or it like gives that sense of how bees are really hard workers. But then in one of the photos, the bee is almost like in the flower and sleeping. And they're like, but remember, it's okay to rest. It's okay to take, get that energy back. And I think that's what I'm going to leave the affirmation on, is basically it's okay to rest, because just with everything going on lately, and I know I'm not alone. I know that a lot of you guys are going through this too. There's so much happening. Just remember, it's okay to rest. And what my fitness trainer used to always say is that resting is a part of health and wellness, because it's helping you renew your energy and basically bring back that like vibrancy that you're missing. So as far as my fertility journey goes, we're still trucking. As far as my teeth go, we're still trucking. And hopefully I don't have a lisp when I get my braces, or this podcast could be feeling weird for me. But at the same time, you know what? It's a part of the journey, and hopefully you'll love me no matter what. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. With that, you are loved, you are worthy, you are cherished, and I am excited. Until next time, on the 3 Bye.